Hi everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Leafgreen Nuzlocke. So off camera I leveled up Pidgey, we named Polly. So she is at level 12 now, she learned Gust. So I just got her to the same level as most of the rest of our team here. So these four are pretty much what we have right now. Ralph and Mina here are backups, so I haven't bothered leveling them. I did mention that I would consider using Mina if we could get a Crobat, and I looked it up and you actually cannot get a Crobat until after you beat the Elite Four. So we're going to forget about her, because I don't really think Golbat is worth it. Crobat is a great Pokemon, but yeah, I don't think Golbat is worth the trouble, because leveling up Zubat would be a lot of trouble. In these early games, at least, Zubat does not have any good moves for a while. Leech Life, which it just used, is like the only move it knows for a while, and it only has like 10 or so power in this game. I don't know, something very low. Like in the newer games it was increased to 40, but yeah, so we just got Bullet Seed. Don't think we really have anybody who can make use of that though, so we'll just ignore that for now, but we can maybe give that to somebody later. So this game's going to be pretty annoying because there's going to be a lot of Zubats coming out at us. I'll run away from most of them. I don't have any repels. I have 6 antidotes, so we should be good there, because we will probably get poisoned quite a bit with the occasional bug catcher like this guy here. And we're also going to encounter Team Rocket, and they will, they use primarily poison types, so yeah, I'm sure we're going to come across that quite a bit. If you're interested in seeing a more casual playthrough of Pokemon, over on my other channel, Mr. Game & Beard, in a couple of weeks, we are going, probably about 1 week from the time this goes up, we're going to be Rob and I are going to be playing through Pokemon Gold and Silver at the same time. So I'm playing through Gold, he's playing through Silver, and we just have them side by side on the screen. And that's been a lot of fun, having us like both play the game at the same time, and, like seeing the differences in our play styles and our teams. So definitely be sure to check that out. I want to say it's going up on August 2nd. So yeah. We also played through Pokemon Yellow a few years ago. We didn't get all the way through it though. Got a Paralyzed Heal. So everything's going pretty smoothly now. We got a decent team. There's still a few upcoming battles I'm a little bit worried about, like our rival battle right in front of Nugget Bridge. I know it can be kind of challenging, and he will have a Pidgeotto, either a Pidgeotto or like a Spearow, or maybe it's a Fearow. I can't remember if he had Pidgey or if he had Spearow, but I think it was Pidgey. But yeah, he has like a Pidgeotto, which is kind of strong, and it likes to spam Sand Attack. So that can be kind of tough, and we don't really have anything to go against that, unless we can get our own Pidgeotto. Because Butterfree and Mankey will both be weak to it. So this is actually a pretty strong Clefairy here, level 14. I probably should bring out Mankey. Him going to sleep is not ideal. So let me bring out Windy here, because fighting is good against normal. It's the only thing good against normal. It's not too bad. So we should be able to take it out with, whoops, I meant to use Karate Chop. Karate Chop might have killed it. Oh, whatever. It wants us to do another low kick, and we will do another low kick. Yeah, so I'm a little worried about the rival battle, of course. And I'm also a little bit worried about Misty, because we don't have anything good against Water type. I know War Turtle, when Squirtle evolves into War Turtle, we will get, it does learn Bite at some point. I'm gonna fight just for a minute here just to get Polly to wake up. I'm not actually gonna finish the fight though, but Geodude shouldn't have Rock Throw, so it shouldn't really have anything that'll damage me. But yeah, War Turtle gets Bite, I know. I don't know what level, but that would be good against Mr. Starmie. So I'm gonna run away here now that I woke up. But other than that, we don't really have anybody that would be great. Man, the encounter rate is so high. We're running into a Pokemon like every few steps. I don't remember it being this bad. I mean, granted, it's been a while since I played this version of the game, but still. Last time I played Gen 1 was when I played Let's Go Pikachu, and that was just wonderful because there were no random encounters. Random encounters are a thing of the past. They don't need to be in our modern games, in my opinion. Hopefully this isn't too bad. Ooh, it's kind of rough. I'm going to use a potion, actually. I get one per battle. I don't want to take any risks. Ooh, that was best case scenario. And then we'll go ahead and use Karate Chop. Nice. So we probably would have been okay without the potion, but I didn't want to risk it. I really don't want to lose Windy. Fighting is a good type to have, and it's not a very common type. There's only a few fighting types in the game. The other common one being Machop's line, and then there's Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, which we only get one of. So that's going to be in Saffron, so we basically got to pick between them and Lapras, since you get all three of them in Saffron. Which, we shouldn't have a need for Lapras if Brendan the Squirtle is still kicking. But if not, then you know. Let me see if anybody... Ooh, we can get Squirtle up like one level and then use the rare candy to evolve him. If we can ever get to anybody. Here, actually, I'll switch into Squirtle since he's right on the cusp here. And get him that level. Give him the level 15, give him that rare candy, he'll get to 16 and evolve. Then if we get into like a tough battle, we'll have a War Turtle to rely on. Nice. I think we learned to move at 15. No? I think in the original games, you learn Water Gun at 15. What was I gonna do? Rare candy. So we'll use that on Brendan. Get him up to a War Turtle. Yeah, so we haven't had any deaths in this playthrough yet. If I'm not mistaken. I didn't nickname our first Pidgey, so I didn't count that, but I wouldn't really consider that a death. So it's been so far so good. Let's go ahead and get Wormy some experience here with this bug catcher. And probably would have been smart to keep Polly up there actually, but that's okay. So I don't know why there's so many bug catchers in this tunnel. You would think it would be mostly like hikers and stuff, like with people using rock Pokemon. So we're also gonna have to pick whether we want to get Kabuto or the Almanite fossil. and that'll be all the way when we get to Cinnabar. So if things are going well, we probably won't use either of them. But they would be good backup options. Or would we rather use Aerodactyl? Because that's another fossil we'll be able to revive there. So I'm not sure. I think I'll probably go with I don't know, I'll probably go with Ulmanite, I guess. I don't think I've ever used either of them on my team. So I don't really have much of a preference. Like normally you can't get them until like, well you can technically get them right after you get Surf. So you could go straight to Cinnabar there. I think you only need technically 5, maybe even 4 badges to do that. But you'd have to go out of your way to get there. Oh man, I forgot that item on the other side there. Man, I really wish I had some repels. But, yeah, because you get them so late, I never really used either of them. I did use Aerodactyl one time in Heart Gold, and that was really fun. I really liked Aerodactyl. Nope. Every few steps, man, we're getting another encounter. This is ridiculous. I need a repel or something. I really don't remember it being this bad. Maybe it's just because I have the running shoes. It makes it... Like, maybe they didn't adjust it for the fact that you have the running shoes. Like, they didn't balance it for that. Ooh, that's a nice level Zubat. Might as well take it out since we should be able to one-shot it with Fusion. Alright, I think I need to go down here and come back. I don't think it's necessary, but I think there's an item this way, so we might as well, and there's a Team Rocket member too. It's interesting how the screen moves up like that. I don't remember that happening in other games. I'm sure it does, but... let's see. I didn't even mention the fact, if we weren't looking, we did learn Poison Powder. Which, that could get us out of a dangerous situation. I remember when I was doing my Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, it's been a while so I barely remember it, but I also had Butterfree in that. I think that Butterfree is a pretty common Pokemon to have in Nuzlocks because Caterpie is so common. And when I had Sleep Powder on my Butterfree, it got me out of a lot of tricky situations. Like, it was pretty broken early game. I could just put everything to sleep and then just keep attacking it. It was great. Let's just use Confusion again. Rattata can be kind of dangerous early on, so you gotta be careful. We haven't had a trouble with it yet. I think it was more dangerous in Gen 1, but its Hyper Fang can do a lot of damage in the early game. It just gets way less useful as you go on in the game. I'm gonna get Wormy out of the front spot here. I like to keep all my Pokemon level if I can. And it might even be nice to over-level Poly a bit so that we can get Pidgeotto to go against our rival's Pidgeotto. Do we have any berries? I don't remember. There's no like Oran berries, right? No. So, nothing that we can heal him with. I mean, we can use a potion, but that'd be overkill. So I don't want to waste the potion. Just a star piece. Not really worth it. I mean, I guess if we can sell that for some money, which we were having kind of trouble coming by. Awesome. So one other thing that I never mentioned in the rules, I'm not going to allow myself to have like a permanent HM slave. If I like, I don't mind having like these extra Pokemon like I do here with Ralph and Mina. But if they die, they're still dead. Like, once they die, they have to go back in the PC. I don't want to have like a permanent HM slave that I keep alive even if they actually die, you know? Because that can kind of give you an advantage in a way, because then you always have a Pokemon you can sacrifice. So I'm either going to have to use, or let it take up a spot and risk it dying, or I'm just going to have to teach HMs to my main party, which is normally what I will do, because I do want to have a team of 6 eventually. And there's not too many HMs in Gen 1, so it's not a huge deal. I know this is technically Gen 3, but I think they still have the same HMs. They might have added Rock Smash for the Sevii Islands. Maybe even Waterfall. It's probably not till post-game. I think that you do have to use Rock Smash on the Sevii Islands before the Elite Four, because you go to the first 3 before the Elite Four in this game. But besides for that, there's only 5 that we use a lot, which would be Cut, Surf, Fly, Strength, and Flash. And of those, Flash is not useful at all in battle. It can get you out of a tough situation though. Like, I was actually in the Pokemon Gold playthrough that I was talking about that we're doing on Mr. Game & Beard. I got myself out of a pretty tough situation with, I was pretty under-leveled for my second rival fight, and not under-leveled, sorry, under-equipped, because I didn't have any Pokemon that could stand against, I picked Cyndaquil, so my rival had Croconaw, and my only Pokemon at that point were Quilava and Onix, so they were both going to get wrecked by Croconaw. So what I did was I just spammed Smokescreen for like 5 turns in a row with my Quilava, and he didn't get like a single attack in on me. So Flash could be useful in that sense, like especially with a Nuzlocke, you know, if we have like no other options, we could just try to lower the opponent's accuracy really badly so that they can't even get a move in on us. Cut is not really useful. It can be a decent like normal type move on like a grass Pokemon or something, but it's not the best. Strength is actually pretty good. It has 80 power, at least it does in some of the games. I don't know about this game, because they do kind of change it sometimes. But that one's not so bad. Surf is really good. It's like basically the best water move. I'm gonna get him out of here just in case. We're getting a little low on our HP there, which I don't think Zubat can really do anything, but just in case, because Wormy here will double resist that. But yeah, Surf is like basically the best water type move. Hydro Pump is technically better, but it has lower accuracy. So, and it has less PP. It only has 5, whereas Surf has 10. So Surf is the better reliable move. It's kind of like Thunderbolt versus Thunder. Like, I'd pick Thunderbolt any day. And then what else is there? Fly. Fly is like same thing, basically the best flying type move. Like, there's a few that might be better, but it's pretty good. Let's see, I don't know if this guy actually wants to fight or not. Just in case he does. Let's get Windy up here. Ooh, come back here. Alright, cool. Usually the trainers who want to fight aren't like walking around slowly like that. They're either like moving in a pattern or they're standing in place. So we'll just take him out pretty easily. So yeah, like most of the HMs in this game aren't so bad. Rock Smash really sucks. It's not a useful move at all. I think it might have been buffed in the newer games. I can't really remember. Actually, I mean, in the newest games they don't even have HMs. But yeah, anyway, Rock Smash really sucks in this game. So it's not a nice move to have at all, but if we have to give it to somebody, we have to give it to somebody. I'm probably going to go a little bit long on this episode because it's pretty slow going through Mount Moon, so I'm going to make sure we at least get through Mount Moon on this one, even if that takes like 45 minutes or whatever. Alright, Onix has really high defense, so alright, I didn't know if that would do enough, but yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm using Onix in my Pokemon Gold playthrough with Rob, and it's the first time I've ever used him. He's a pretty good Pokemon. I never really wanted to use him because he's primarily geared towards defense, which isn't really my playstyle. But yeah, he's pretty good. So we've got a Moonstone there. That early Moonstone is really nice if you end up with one of the Nidorans, which of course we didn't, but you would be able to get like a Nidoking or Queen this early, which is just a really good Pokemon to have, and this early it's like great. I could be wrong, but I think the speedruns of the early games, like Gen 1 games, all use Nidoking. At least they did at one point. It might have evolved since then. Probably shouldn't have Mankey leading here. Probably won't do anything against any Team Rocket Pokemon unless it's a Rattata. Well, there we go. Look at that. They're getting pretty strong. So we gotta be a little bit careful here. Like I said, Rattata can really sneak up on you. He has Hyper Fang. I don't know if they have Super Fang in this game, but Super Fang is even more dangerous. The Super Fang just takes half of your life no matter what. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try Low Kick. I don't think it'll do more damage. No. It was about the same when accounting for Karate Chop. Defense Curl. Try to take him out without switching. He's not really trying to do damage, so we should be fine. Ooh. It's a little dangerous because if he crits... Ooh! Dang it! Wendy, no! Aw, man. I thought about it for like half a second. I was like, ooh, if he crits here, that's that. Man, rest in peace, Wendy. We're just not having good luck with the name Wendy. Man, I was really hoping to bring Mankey far along with us and turn her into a primate. You'll be missed, Mankey. Wendy. Let's use a potion on Polly here so we don't have that happen again. Well, we're gonna have to look for a replacement for Wendy. Let me go up here. There might be an item up there we didn't get. We will have the opportunity to get another Pokemon on the first route right before Cerulean. But there's not really anybody good there. Like, I think there's... I know Ekans is there, but I think that's only in FireRed. And I want to say maybe Sandshrew is there, but I'm not positive about that. If there is a Sandshrew, that would be kind of interesting. I'd like to catch one of those. It's not going to help us with Misty at all. Luckily Windy wasn't really going to help us with Misty anyway. Fighting type would have just been nice to have, like, in general. It's not like the most important type in this game, so we'll be okay without one. Like, fighting's only good against normal and dark, but there wasn't even dark type in Gen 1, so there is in this game, but I don't know if any Pokemon has the dark typing until after the Elite Four. Because I don't think any Gen 1 Pokemon, like, got a dark type added to them. Could be wrong. Like, Magnemite got Steel type added, which didn't exist in Gen 1. Which fighting is also good against Steel, but Magnemite's pretty much the only one, so it's not a huge deal. But other than that, it's just normal types that fighting's good against. But normal types aren't really too hard to beat anyway. So we're actually coming up to the end of the cave here. I think we have Team Rocket, and then we have the scientist guy. We might have 2 more Team Rockets also. Alright, gotta be really careful with Rattata. Not that there's much we can really do. Ooh, Hyper Fang. Oh, phew, missed. I mean, it probably wouldn't have killed us, but it would have done a bit of damage. It could probably kill us on a crit. I think it gets a move at 16. No. I'm really good with remembering what moves, or what levels Pokemon learn moves in like Gen 2, and to a lesser extent Gen 1. But they changed it all around for these remakes, so I don't really remember as much. It's been a long time since I used Pidgey. I used to use it in like every playthrough I did when I was a kid, but because it's just one of the first Pokemon you see. But I kind of stopped because Pidgey isn't super useful endgame, but it's a totally competent Pokemon endgame. It's just there's better choices. So this guy I think has electric types, which I mean we don't really have anybody for electric types. Does Butterfree actually have a flying type? Yeah. All 3 of our Pokemon are weak to electric, so if it does, we're basically screwed. Let me go with Wormy. I'm gonna use a potion on Wormy just to get her up there. Is Wormy a boy or a girl? Oh, it's a boy. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Ulmanite. You gotta go with the Helix fossil. Anybody who's watched Twitch Plays Pokemon knows what I'm talking about. Oh, he doesn't even have an electric type. Well, I mean he might, but he didn't start with one. So this was a good move. We'll take out this Pokemon easy. I always thought it was weird that Grimer like can use Harden. Like it's just a ball of sludge. Awesome. I really did want to get Pidgey up to level 18 to become a Pidgeotto, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen unless we grind. Because I shouldn't really use them against these guys. I don't think that's a damaging move. I don't know what Charge does, actually, to be completely honest. Voltorb's kind of a weird one, though. He's electric type, but he doesn't really use a lot of electric type moves usually. He always uses like Sonic Boom. I gotta be careful because he used Screech on me twice, so my defense is really low right now. Sleep Powder, awesome. You can just get rid of Tackle. We haven't used that in forever. And there's very few Pokemon that resist Psychic that don't also resist normal. Like Steel resists Psychic, but it resists normal too, so Tackle wouldn't do any better. Dark is pretty much like the only one I can think of. But like I said, I don't think there's any Dark types in this game, at least before the Elite Four. Alright, we'll each take one. Yeah, gotta go with the Helix. Praise the Helix. And then he'll take the Dome. I don't know if Jesse and James are in this game like they are in Yellow. I don't think they are. Nah. Because normally in Yellow version they would attack you right there. Alright, so I mean I feel like we're pretty under-leveled still for our rival. So I do want to try to at least get Polly up to be a Pidgeotto. I don't think these guys fight. Yeah, these guys are here to teach us Mega Punch or Mega Kick. which I could maybe teach to War Turtle. Oh, that would have been a good one to teach to Wendy. Rest in peace, Wendy. Yeah, Mega Punch is pretty good. 80, 85. I think that can take over for Tackle. I don't remember if Move Tutor moves are a one-time use in this game. I think they are. Let me see. Yep, okay. And this guy will teach Mega Kick, but we don't have anybody else to learn Mega Kick. And I guess I should have checked probably, but I think that Mega Punch is better than Kick. Oops, I'll be right back. So we got Roar, classic dog bark in there. At nothing, as usual. So this is the patch of grass I was talking about here, that we can get another Pokemon in. So let's do that. I might grind a little bit here between episodes. It's coming to the end of this one. Spearow. Man. We'll catch it just in case Polly goes down, but I'm not going to use him otherwise, because we don't need two birds. So let's take him out. I think maybe we can use him to trade for Farfetch'd. I think it might be Spearow that you use. I'm not sure. How many characters do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll name him Backup. We're not gonna be able to fit Polly's name. I'm gonna go Backup Polly. That's what he is. I'll just spell it with one L. Backup Polly. There you go. It's Polly's understudy. I never really liked Spearow as much as Pidgey. He kind of just always looked mean. Maybe it's because of the first episode in the anime. Or one of the first episodes. Where Ash is attacked by all those Spearows. Alright, so I think that we're out of time for today's episode. So I'm gonna try to grab a few levels off screen here. I'm gonna go back to that grass. I'm just gonna get Polly. I'll get him right to right to the edge of level 18, and then we'll start there, so you guys can see Polly evolve, and then we'll go try and take on our rival. We're a little under leveled for it, so I am a little bit nervous here, but I think we'll be okay. So I will see you guys then. Have a great day. Bye.